What's your method for risk management and money management?
Yeah, it comes back to only risking a small amount per trade. So always risk just a very 1% or less as a cliche of your total capital. So if you had £1,000 in your account, then only risk £10 on maximum, let's say, on a trade. So it means that emotionally you're not going to be too disheartened as a result of a single trade or even of having a few losing trades. So by just risking that amount. And if you look at a lot of money managers, they're risking 0.2 of 1% or so. And yet you get the public out there trading and they're risking 5%. And you think, well, who's got this right and who's got it wrong? So yeah, a small amount, it means you're less inclined to be emotional on the trade. You're not going to be too over-attached. When you get too attached to a trade, you're watching it every night. You can't sleep at night if it's a swing trade because you've just got too big a position on. If you can put a position on that you really don't care about, you're much more likely to trade it well. And what I mean by that is you'll allow it to run to target. You're not going to aggressively move your stops up too much through fear of giving some profit back. All those mistakes that traders make, you're less likely to make those mistakes because you're not too emotionally attached to the trade.
In terms of money management, when you go into a trade, do you ever have an idea of when you're going to come out of it?
Yeah, I'm a target-based trader. Now, I mentioned earlier that you can have some traders out there who will just get into a trade and just trail their stops up behind the market until eventually it stops them out. But I tend to find trading opportunities where I do have a defined target level which I'm looking for price to run to. So it does limit my upside, but at the same time I'm still looking for good risk to reward opportunities. So it might still be a 1 to 3 or 1 to 5, or sometimes you even get a 1 to 20 trade that comes along now and again, risk to reward. And so I'm still quite happy to run targets like that.
Do you ever average down into a losing trade?
No, but I've done it. Most traders have done it at some stage in their trading careers. So yes, I have been there. In fact, that very first trade, like I said, or in that first year, should I say, where I lost $250,000, I was averaging down into that because I thought it made sense at the time. Obviously, it didn't. I learned a lot then.